Oh, there's Tracy.
Yay, Tracy. Awesome. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you for being here. We are going to get started with our VinYin flow. VinYin flow for our YogaPod Austin. And this will be a 60-minute flow, 30 minutes of vinyasa, 30 minutes of yin. For prop.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Yeah, so for props, we've got a blanket, 2 bath towels, a hand towel, and a washcloth. And we are going to get started on our backs. So you can go ahead and lay down on your back. And our flow today is, the theme of it is called Twist and Detox. So just take a moment, reclining on your back. Have your knees bent. And just place the hands on the abdomen, the lower belly. Lengthen the spine, inching your head away from your shoulders away from your hips. Take a few breaths in here and allow the belly to just relax. We can hold a lot of tension in the abdomen, and we can hold unprocessed emotions there too. So if it feels okay for you, just massaging the belly a little bit, just some gentle massage on the abdomen. It helps get the lymph moving, and the lymph is part of our immune system response. Now, it doesn't flow naturally on its own. It needs movement to help it move. So this is a really effective practice today for that, for increasing our immune response and getting that lymph to flow around and releasing anything that's stuck in our systems. So just some gentle massaging on the belly there. And then draw the knees into the chest, hugging the knees in, compressing the belly, rock a bit side to side, and breathe. Release one foot at a time down to the ground. So you'll have your knees bent, snuggle the feet closer together. Just notice if there's anything that's going to be in the way of your legs going to the ground from one side to the other. Spread your arms out in a T shape, turning the palms up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, let both knees go over to the right, any amount. It might just be a little bit to start, and look to the left. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the left, look to the right. Keep going with your breath, breathing in through the center, breathing out into the twist, like you're wringing yourself out. And that's literally what we're doing today. We're wringing out the physical body as well as mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual bodies, getting back into flow and alignment. And so we'll be doing some twists today, but we're also going to be doing some extensions, some side bends. Because if you think about when you are hand washing an item of clothing, you'll kind of, plop it in the water with the soap, squish it, squeeze it, twist it, and then you stretch it out, right? You stretch it out to release it, to dry it, to release the moisture and reset it. So that's the basic form of our practice. One more each side with the breath. And then just come back to center. Place the hands on the belly. You can have your knees bent or extend the legs if you prefer. And once again, maybe you're called to massage the belly. Just gently press it or just rest the hands on it. Take a few breaths here, and please set a personal intention for your practice, focusing on whatever you like today. Focusing on a positive quality, positive mind, state of being. Bring it to life in your mind's eye. Know that you can have this experience and bring this forward through yourself, through this intention. Good, big breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And if the legs are straight, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. If it's okay for your spine, rock and roll to come up to a seated position. Maybe massage the back a few times. Otherwise, you'll just roll to your side and come up to a seated position. Have your knees bent. Place the hands behind the hollows of the knees. And then lean back a bit, not too much, just a bit, to where you start to feel the core muscles turn on. Keep your back of the neck long. Interlace your fingers, extend your pointer fingers and your thumbs up. It's called Charlie's Angels Mudra. And make sure you're not overreaching in the arms, so the arm bones stay plugged into the sockets. Make it challenging, but not overdo it. We're just getting warmed up still here. Inhale here at center. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Breathing in to center. Exhale, twist. There might be a little movement in the hips as you twist to one side to the other. That's fine. Breathing in to center. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, out the mouth. Breathing in, out the mouth. One more each side, and out. Breathing in, and out. Good, breathing in, come back to center, breathing out, hands behind the legs. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, round the spine. Cat, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good. Walk the feet in, hover the feet, or extend the legs up. Charlie's Angels Mudra. Inhale at center, exhale, twist. Inhale at center, exhale, twist. Not as many repetitions here. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. One more each side. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Inhale, center. Let the feet come down. Open the knees out to either side. Cat-cow here in bound angle. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round. Breathing in, open the chest, back side engages. Breathing out, engaging the front side of the body. Breathing in, opening it up. Exhaling back. Good, fold the knees together. Cross the ankles, roll over the ankles, plant the hands, step one foot back then the other to downward facing dog. Walk it out. Paddle the feet, spin one knee, then the other. Breathing here. Notice where you feel sensation. You might feel some sensation in the lower belly. And then come to stillness in your downward facing dog. Bring the feet close together. We're going to lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, open the hip, circle the leg, or you can circle the foot. Do some circles there, feeling into the ankle, knee, and hip joints. Good, and replant that foot next to the left foot. Lift the leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Do some circles with the foot, the lower leg, maybe the whole leg, just circling, opening it up. Come back to center, plant that left foot. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave it forward into plank. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, heels lift, stretch the feet. Exhale, wave it forward. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, lower the heels. Now on this inhale, all the way into plank. Exhale, pause. Let the knees come down. Breathe in here. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to child's pose. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale your way back up to tabletop position. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Good. Exhale, come to neutral spine. Inhale, lift the right arm up, open the chest. Exhale, thread the needle, come onto the outside of the right shoulder, right ear comes down. You maybe reach that left hand forward on the mat. Traction on that right shoulder, and breathe. And bring the left hand closer to the face, unweight the right side of the body. Inhale, open it up to the right. Exhale, plant the right hand. Inhale, open up the left side, reaching the left fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle, coming onto the outside of the left shoulder, left ear. Right hand might reach towards the short end of the mat. Traction on the back of the shoulder there. Gentle twist in the spine. Maybe releasing tension in the neck here. And bring the right hand closer to the face. Unweight the left arm. Inhale, open the chest to the side. Exhale, plant the hand. Curl the toes under, come to downward facing dog. Vinyasa flow here. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga or knees down first. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Walk the feet closer in now. So it's a short distance between your toes and your wrists, and take the feet wider apart so the pinky toes are going right at the edge, long edges of your mat. And then bring the right hand to the midline of the mat. Reach back with your left hand for your right calf. And draw the chest over to the right, looking under the right arm. Notice if that right arm bone is kind of coming out of the socket, so keep that plugged in the shoulder region. Breathe. And then untwist, plant the left hand near the midline of the mat, reach the right hand to the left calf, draw yourself under, looking under that left arm. Notice that left arm bone, keep it plugged into the socket. Breathe. And untwist, normal downward facing dog now. So get yourself positioned there, hands shoulder distance apart, feet hip socket distance apart. Lift that right leg up, take a breath in. On the exhale, step the right foot forward towards the right hand. Back knee comes down, come up into a lunge position. Palms unite at the heart center. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, turn the chest to the right. Forearm or back of the upper arm comes onto that right thigh. Your back knee can stay down, or you can curl the toes under and extend that leg. Breathing. If the back knee is lifted, release it down. Untwist and bring your fingertips to the ground on either side of that front leg. Shift your hips back and draw your toes towards the shin. Now your left hand is going to stay down on the ground. Open the chest to the right in this half splits pose with a twist. Breathing. Couple more breaths. Untwist, slide that right foot back. Find your downward facing dog, check in, see if you want to move through a vinyasa flow, stay with down dog, or move into child's pose to compress the abdomen. Okay, so you have some options here. Choose what's right for you in the moment. You're going to meet back up in downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up. Take a breath in. Exhale, step the left foot towards the left hand. Allow your right knee to come down. Bring the hands onto that front thigh. Get your balance. Unite the palms at the heart center. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Twist towards that thigh. Either the forearm or the back of the upper arm connects to the thigh. Back knee can stay down, or you can curl the toes under and lift and extend that back leg. Notice your breath, smooth, even breathing. And if the back knee is lifted, releasing it down. Untwist, frame the front foot on the finger pads, then shift your hips back, draw those left toes towards the shin. Bring the right hand directly under the right shoulder, and then open the chest to the left, reaching the left fingertips up. Smooth, even breath here in half splits with a twist. Fill the lungs, breathe in. On the exhale, untwist. Slide that left foot back, come into downward facing dog. Make a choice here. Staying with down dog, moving into child's, or moving through that vinyasa flow with your breath. Into plank, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Good, and then you're gonna vinyasa your way all the way down onto the belly, very gracefully and elegantly in your own way. Then come up onto the forearms, interlace the fingers, bring the elbows a little closer together so you feel like you have a good foundation there. And I bring them also a little bit closer into my rib cage. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, draw the belly button towards the low back. Take a breath in here. Exhale, lift the hips coming onto the knees. Breath in here. You can stay or curl the toes under and straighten the legs. Have some space between your feet. You can always let the knees come back down. Inhale here. Exhale, both heels to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, both heels to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, heels to the left. One more each side. Heels to the right on the exhale. Breathing into center. Heels to the left on the exhale. Breathe into center. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Just let yourself slinky all the way down and come to a prone rest. Let the lower belly relax here. Nobody can see it. You don't have to hold it in. Let it press into the mat. Let that stuff go. Couple more nice big breaths, really just letting it go. Might feel some release in the lower back as well. Bring the hands on either side of the chest, pressing down to rise up. We're going to take it into a child's pose to stretch the back for a few breaths. You have the option, if you want, to make a fist with one hand, wrap your other hand around the fist, snuggle those into the belly, and then fold forward with the hands, Pressing into the low belly. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. A couple more breaths here. And then release those hands. Walk the hands forward to downward facing dog, lifting the knees. You can sneak in a vinyasa flow here if you want. Inhaling into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And then you're going to walk your hands and feet together towards the midline of the mat. Just like an elephant walk there. Find a half fold where you come part way up, hands to shins. Inhale there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms together to the heart. Turn and face the long edge of your mat. Good, release the arms down to your sides. Exhale here. Inhale, chair. I practice chair with my feet hip socket distance apart. If you prefer the traditional stance, you'll bring the big toe mounds together and have a little space between your heels. Then bring the palms together to the heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Hovering, inhale to center, exhale, twist to the left, inhale to center, exhale, twist to the right, inhale to center, exhale, twist to the left, just one more each side, inhale at center, exhale, twist, inhale, center, exhale, twist. Good, coming back to center, breathe in, exhale, fold to the legs. Shift your weight into one foot, then the other. And then you're gonna bring your right fingertips to the ground, open the chest to the left, bend the right knee. Breathe. Coming back to center. Left fingertips to the ground, bend the left knee as you lift the right arm, open the chest to the right. Breathing. Big breath in, and on the exhale, coming back to center. Walk the hands up onto the thighs, come all the way up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good, step the feet wider apart, turn the toes out about 45 degrees. Exhale, coming into a squat. Inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, squat. Inhale, straighten. One more pair, exhale, squat. Inhale, straighten the legs. And we're gonna come into that squat position like a sumo wrestler, with the hands on the middle of the thighs. Make sure those knees aren't flopping in. Keep the knees over the ankles. Shoulders moving away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to one side. And you can use that hand to make sure the leg isn't flopped in. Inhale back to center. Exhale, sumo twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, sumo twist. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. Breathing in and out. Inhale to center. Exhale, standing up. Push the heels out so the outside edges of the feet parallel the short ends of the mat. Place your hands right at the tops of the thighs where that crease forms when you sit down in a chair. That's where you want to feel this fold from. Lengthen, breathe in, breathe out. Fold with a long spine. Feel that crease forming as you come down, forward fold. Hands can stay on the legs. They can move down to the ankles. You might place them shoulder distance apart in between the feet. Notice how gravity will draw your shoulders towards your earlobes, so counteract that. If you have an inversion in your practice, you might do a little tripod headstand here, or you can just stay in a forward fold. We got about a minute here. Breathing. Maybe playing a little bit. You can do it safe. Challenge yourself, but keep yourself safe. And if you've gone upside down, come back down to earth with the feet. Move the head side to side. Then we're going to walk the hands forward so you come part way up. You have a long spine. Place the right hand directly below the face, left hand on the hip. Breathe in here. Breathe out, twist to the side. Hand can stay on the hip. Reach the fingertips up, lengthening the arm, or you can wrap that arm behind the back like you're trying to reach into that front right pocket. Notice your supporting shoulder. You want good integrity in that supporting arm bone. Keep it plugged into the socket. Notice if the chin is jutting out with the twist. Draw the chin in, lengthening the back of the neck. Notice your breath. If that arm is behind the back, start to unwrap that. Come back through center. Left hand directly below your face. Right hand to hip. Lengthen and breathe in. Breathe out. Open the chest to the side and choose an arm position. This is called fan pose. So if you're extending that right arm up, it's like a blade of the fan. But you can also do a half bind, reaching that arm behind the back, turning the palm away from you. Like you're trying to reach into that front left pocket. Opening the chest. Notice the chin. Sometimes in twists, the chin juts out. So just draw the chin in a little bit. Couple more breaths here. And if you've got that arm in a half bind, releasing that. Coming back to center, walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend one knee and then the other, just rocking side to side in this forward fold. Good, and then heel toe or hop the feet together underneath you. And you're gonna come into a little squatty position, balancing on the balls of your feet, okay? If you want, you can bring in your blanket or your 2 towels to the side of you, just as a cushion. Now, bring the hands onto the thighs, lengthen the spine, palms together to the heart center. Turn the chest to the side and plant your hands. Shoulder distance apart. Then you're gonna make a little shelf with your elbows as you lift the hips a bit. Bring your thigh bone onto your elbow shelf. And maybe that's where you stop, or maybe the feet can lift up in that side crow. Sometimes side crow is easier than regular crow. I don't know why. And then coming back to center and just putting your cushion to the other side. That's just a little base plant safety net there. Hands to thighs, lengthen the spine. Palms together to the heart center, so a little balancing here too. Inhale at center, exhale, turn to the side, so really lengthen in that twist. Plant the hands shoulder distance apart. Lift the hips, bring that thigh bone into contact with the elbows, the shelf you're making with the elbows, and maybe your feet can lift up. Breathing. And then when you're done playing with that, coming back down to earth, you're gonna come into a child's pose. And let's release the wrists, interlacing the fingers behind the back, maybe lifting the hands, stretching out the back side of the wrists. Couple more breaths here. Notice if you feel more energized, more awake. Smooth out the breath. Good, then you're gonna come down onto your back. Stretch out long, stretch out the legs, stretch out the arms overhead. And we're gonna take the feet wider apart here so that each heel is going towards the lower corner of the mat. Then bring your right heel over to meet the left. And you'll inch your head and your shoulders over to the left. And you can keep your arms extended overhead, or you can bring that left arm alongside the body and just extend the right arm overhead. If the arms are kind of hovering and it's hard to get them comfortable, you can bring in either a towel or your blanket underneath the arms so they have some support and they can rest. This is banana pose. Option to cross one ankle over the other. And if you cross it one way and you just can't quite get comfortable, try crossing the other direction. And start to settle. So side bends are very detoxifying for the kidneys and the liver, as well as the gallbladder, connected to the liver, the storage place of the bile. Let yourself settle for another several minutes here. Make any adjustments you need. And I will say, if you suddenly feel like it's too much, just do less or let it go for today. And deepening your breath. Very slowly unwind the pose, coming back to center. And notice if it would feel good to do some movement here, maybe bending the knees and rocking the knees side to side and some twisting motion, or just being still. Take a few breaths here before we set up for our second side. Notice what you notice. Notice the response. Coming back to center, extending the legs, taking the feet wide apart so that each heel is going towards that lower corner of the mat. Feel your way to the center of your mat, and then bring that left heel over to meet the right. Inch your head and your shoulders over to the right. You might extend both arms overhead, or just the left arm, bringing the right arm alongside the body. And if your arm isn't coming all the way down onto the ground, just bring in some support. Then you have the option here to cross the ankles and try out both crossings and see which one feels appropriate for you on this side in this moment. And breathe. We'll do the same amount of time on this side. Now very slowly start to come back to center and just notice if it feels more appropriate to just be still as you come back to center, or if you need some movement. Follow that inner guidance from your body, mind, and breathe. Okay, so for this next one, you'll need your 2 bath towels. And you're gonna lay on your left side. You can put your blanket at the head end of your mat. You might want that under the back of the head. Those 2 bath towels are just gonna be folded up like you would fold them to put in your closet, although some people roll them, but fold them up and just stack them one on top of the other. You might end up not using them, but just have them available. And there's gonna go to the middle of your mat. So we're laying on the left side, extend your right leg and place it on top of those bath towels. So the leg is straightened, extending out. And then we're gonna move into a twist from here. So reaching that right arm back behind you, just move anything that might be in your way there. And your right arm may not come down. So there you can bring in part of the blanket or use the rolled up hand towel or something to support. And some of you might end up taking one of those bath towels out or both out from underneath the extended right leg. Okay, so just adjust into the twist. So it's not only squeezing the organs in the abdomen, but you might also sense some release on that IT band that goes from the top of the pelvis all the way down the outside of the thigh, all the way down past the knee joint to the top of the shin bone. It's a really long band. And when that gets tight, it can cause knee issues, can cause hip issues, can cause low back issues. So if it's too much, you can bend your knee a bit, and that'll help release some of the tension. But just trying to keep that leg as straight as possible, and then just arranging everything. Got about 1 more minute on this side, just breathing with what you're sensing, letting yourself settle, and just be. Wherever you can relax, just invite things to relax a little bit more. Good, deepening the breath. You'll bring that Arm that's going behind you, just roll back onto your side. Slowly bend that leg, that top leg, bringing it in. And we're going to do our other side. So laying on your right side and propping up that left leg. Getting situated. Using those towels to support. And then extending that left arm behind you. If it's too intense in that IT band, again, you can just let the knee bend a little bit. That's helpful. Let's scooch around, adjust, and then settle. Adjust the turn of the head. Maybe you're looking away from that extended leg, or maybe you're looking a little bit more up towards the ceiling, or even over towards the leg. You might do a little bit of rolling of the head. So you find just the right spot. Good, deepening the breath. And slowly rolling back onto your right side, bending the left knee, drawing that leg back on top of the other. You can roll onto your back here, stillness or movement. A few deeper breaths here. Might feel good to draw the knees in, rock side to side. Okay, we're gonna do that first side again, and we're gonna add another element to it. So this time, you might need your hand towel. And you wanna take that hand towel and fold it lengthwise so that it's kind of a strap, in case you need a strap. I'm gonna turn away from you this time so you can see what's going on better. So you're gonna lay on your left side, extend that right leg, place it on the bath towels, and then your left leg is bending and you're reaching back with that right hand for the left foot. So that's where, if you can't quite reach your foot, you're gonna use your your hand towel and connect your foot to your hand with that. So you're drawing your heel in towards the hips, called catching the tiger by the tail or cattail pose. So you're in that twist, the right leg is extended, reaching back with the right hand for that left foot and using that hand towel to connect if you need it. And then just Notice if there's some gripping or holding. See if you can just settle everything. Let everything relax as much as possible. And breathe. So help release that left quadricep muscle on the lower leg, as well as still releasing that IT band. A little bit more release here, as well as twisting. See where you can soften. About 1 more minute on this side. Good, taking a deeper breath in here. And as you release, releasing the connection between that hand and that foot, and just slowly coming out of the twist, slowly coming back to center, stretching a bit. Taking a moment to stretch or just be, and then we'll set up on that second side. So laying on your right side, extending the left leg, propping it up on those bath towels, and then reaching back for that right foot with the left, for the left hand. There's my clock. Using a bath towel. This is my tighter side, so I'm going to use this towel. It's kind of a weird one to get situated in, but we did part of it to begin with, and now we're adding on. So reaching back, making that connection with the towel or directly hand on the foot, and then just rocking the head a little bit. Supporting, I like to support my head with the blanket here. Start to settle, see where you can soften, even though there's some engagement to keep a hold of the foot. See if you can start to settle into your cattail pose, catching that tiger by the tail. Make little adjustments. Release some pressure with the breath. There's a lot going on in this pose, so just notice all the sensation. Invite some surrender wherever you can today. Deepening the breath. And then slowly Releasing the connection between that left hand and right foot, slowly, slowly making your way back to center, onto your back. And we're gonna come to completion before Shavasana with a little bit of gentle movement. So you can have the blanket under the back of the head, or you can move it to the side for a moment just to let the head move more easily here. Make sure there's nothing in the way. So we'll take the legs side to side. Have your knees bent. Bring the inner edges of the feet closer together. Spread your arms out in a T shape. Inhale here. Exhale, let both knees go to the right. Look to the left. Breathing in through center. Breathing out, knees to the left. Look to the right. Keep going with your breath. I will say that some people like to hover the legs to get a little bit more of a back and hip massage here. So if you want to hover the legs with the knees bent and rock side to side, you can do that. Another option would be have the soles of the feet on the mat, but take the feet wider apart so that your legs can move more independently, like the windshield wipers go across the windshield of a car. Let your breath lead the twist, just gently wringing out with some movement and release. And then once you feel complete and stretched out with that moving twist, you're going to come to stillness at center. Find your final relaxation pose. Now that can be a very simple Shavasana with arms and legs extended, or you can bring in those bath towels, rolling those up under the back of each knee. You can take that washcloth and place it over the eyes as an eye pillow to help calm the nervous system. So just take a moment to get situated in your Shavasana, your final relaxation pose. Be particular, get yourself comfortable so you can really just rest and receive the benefits of your practice. Once you are settled, once you're completely content with how everything is positioned, you're going to do 3 cleansing breaths. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Release control of the breath. Allow the body, mind, and spirit to rest in the resonance of your practice. Allowing everything to be as it is. The softness of the breath. The body surrendering onto the surfaces beneath it, onto the deeper, wider center of the earth beneath us, feeling held by the practice, by the earth. Just allowing yourself to be and receive all these benefits of your yoga practice, all the layers and levels of your being. The belly softening, the body breathing itself. Beginning with your breath, start to deepen your breathing. Notice how you feel, body, mind, and spirit. Wiggle the fingers and the toes and just allow those small movements to grow into bigger stretches, stretching the limbs, and drawing the limbs in towards each other, hugging the knees in, rocking side to side, and breathing. And releasing one foot at a time down to the ground. You'll roll to one side or the other. So you can push yourself up to a seated position here. Uniting the palms of the hands at the center of the chest, bringing the thumbs into contact with the breastbone, letting the shoulders relax. Gaze down at the fingertips, lengthen the back of the neck, and honor your personal intention for your practice of yoga today. Thank your body, mind, and spirit. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.